Hello everybody, Seeky the Kid here, welcome back to Ace Attorney. Last episode, we basically broke down Star's testimony, and then she bribed the judge with a bunch of lunch, and he decided to let her testify again. I should have mentioned the 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Darn it. Okay, why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. When dealing with the most untrustworthy of vile lots known as prosecutors. Oh, we are. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect admits she did it. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Unless you have any more lunches, then he's probably going to say, I don't care what she does, she can do what she wants. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? My God, you idiot. You did not. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful. I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck out with a shoe. You snuck out with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. I'm worried about what else she has in there that is not evidence or lunch. In any case, you remove valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence to court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found in the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Huh? Well, speak up! Well... blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from blood test whether murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Miss Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can do more or less narrow any sample blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. So, the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Look, she proved this. It's flawless, decisive evidence. I'm just going to look at some stuff. Must have stepped... He, you said he. Press first. Ouch. I can't let this evidence go without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Sound like your client seasoned enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do or do you not have a problem with the shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There is a problem! If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this piece of evidence. A clear contradiction! That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I gave you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradicted by the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Da-da-da-da. Oh, we're not even going to get a highlight? It's the blood on the bottom. I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradicted by the blood on the shoe? The picture, because there's no body. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why were there any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows a part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Ouch! And no forensics investigator came up and said, "Oh yeah, there was blood on the floor that seemed to be swept up." Well, witness? What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. It's obvious he wasn't killed there. What I'm thinking is this. She is an accomplice to the murder. She didn't kill him, but she took the body elsewhere. That's why there wasn't any blood on the floor either. Because if there was a stabbing, there should be blood on the floor, but there wasn't. She's an accomplice, and that's why there's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Edgeworth, are you gonna help me or gonna be evil? I see, now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly, a predator, this one, a leopard woman. Roar. I thought that it was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth, though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor about in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. Never mind. Hold it! Hold it! Hold! Wait a minute. Edgeworth's point about there not being any bloody footprints because you can only see part of this now actually makes more sense too. Never mind, I can't just say that it's there. After the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Did she say she cut it when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and tried to conceal it. Enough. There is no need to further debate, Your Honor. Very well. Benito Starr is the one on the prosecutor's side. She could have been lying about the water. Score funds have been on the sky. Hold it. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid the evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but now you're demanding a second helping. Oh, lunchbox. The lunchbox called evidence. Objection! What? You technically won? Your threats don't scare me, the cop-up queen. Look at this. A photograph? Just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew we couldn't win this case from the very beginning, and it seems that this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Quite or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Ah! I'm getting flashbacks of a ghost! Okay, so Phoenix is being haunted by the ghost of his mentor. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good! Objection! There you go. Out of nowhere, Phoenix just comes brimming in. Your Honor, wait! What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Don't mind this. I'm just doing that so I don't get a game over. Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right? Are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there is a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose, since we've come this far, you can do that. I don't see the picture! Okay, first things first, I'm checking this. Boop, boop. Blood right there. Blood right there. Darkness. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court what the problem is with this photograph. Oh. Oh! Okay. There's something in the car. The problem is the photograph's right here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Oh my god! Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious looking claw sticking out of the car's muffler? So, what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! It has everything to do. Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. Because she... Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Oh my god, it makes all the sense now. It's the phone call. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's why. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. She put something in the muffler of the car. Muffler! Ah! Yeah! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, whoa! Stick a knife through her instead. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I found myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car of the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Woo, that was close, but we made it. At least for now. That was difficult. I can't lie. That was difficult. I got a game over. You could tell now that I'm not, like, faking reactions or anything like I did last time. I have no clue how to do this. So, we're gonna save this to part 2. Yeah, we're gonna save it to part 2 because we don't need a... If I delete this, then I just delete my previous save. Okay, anyway. It's for video stuff, okay? Don't question it. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Today we're swimming in quicksand. What happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner! Wow, I gave him a racist accent now. They say you stole a red cloth to a bull. It fired up your temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Yeah, no, I don't want to go with the racist thing because everyone's going to be mad at me. Wait, am I going to get demonetized now? Oh, dear God. Officer Marshall! Really, I was giving him the voice of... What's his name? From Red Dead Redemption 2. Arthur! I think his name was like... Jose? Was it Jose? No, it wasn't. Thought I'd come to take a look and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got a home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have really been on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop doing Marshall's voice because it's starting to kill my throat. You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I've seen a red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. You know, you're wearing a red scarf too, my friend. Maybe it's you. My friend! I saw that there too. She was wearing a red muffler. Fine, I'll give him that voice instead, because at least that doesn't kill my throat. Allie wore ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. That's what was probably stuck in there. So my star wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I got a bad feeling about this. I would have done Arthur's voice from Red Dead Redemption 2 for this guy. But unfortunately, I'm not good at that, nor am I good at, like, John from the original and from 2 as well. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hooey! Hooey! I like that. That's fun. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Actually, it's 12:18 real life right now. It's kind of funny how close these are. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. Oh! Can't breathe this. He's just like demorphing. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continue with this trial. During our recess... He's just demorphing. It seems our prosecutor's quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? Oh! Alright, so I jumped because I seen a picture of this guy before. I didn't know that he would appear here. I wasn't expecting it, okay? I'm sorry. A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. This guy needs a good voice. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you! Oh, ho, sorry I'm late, Erdgi. The roads are packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Erdgi. How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, Erdgi, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Maybe that's not the good voice for him. I'm trying. Oh my god, this music. Darn it, I'll make him sound like a lot of heart if I want. Erdgi seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
Aha! So you're Raito, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Actually, I like that voice for him a lot more. Thanks.
So sorry about a little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should go swimming together sometimes. Jolly!
Little Worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranked police officer in the entire district! Blink. Blink.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at this poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey!
That's my sister's muffler! So, Miss Dar wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think it was stuck to that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing even for us.
What's this?
It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature. It's here. Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had
your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be so upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. I like that voice I just gave him. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. And with that, we're ending this episode off here. I was so surprised I didn't even realize I had to look at the time, and it's 22 minutes. About to be 23. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Ace Attorney. I will see you all next time when we find out more about Damien Gant here and probably see Edgeworth melt down a little bit more. See you all next time.